We just finished building. This is the Lian Li O11 Dynamic V2 Flow. Is that name correct?
O11 Dynamic Mini V2 Flow. That is quite a mouthful for...
I cannot remember the full name.
I mean, they have so many iterations, but we'll leave that story for another day. Basically, this is my personal PC, an Intel 11 Gen PC. So we just like migrate everything into this. And now we want to share a bit of our building experience after spending about 1.5 hours.
I consider quite fast actually.
100 minutes, okay, 100 minutes of the build because of all the things that we need to migrate, and then yes.
And then also discover some of the quirks about this case.
Yeah.
So firstly, when you unbox this, what you will get is 3 included fans at the bottom angled at 10 degrees, right?
Yes.
Okay, and then
another 2
fans.
Yeah. So because this is the Flow edition, they have the non-Flow edition whereby they don't include any fans. Enthusiast PC builders, they have their preferences. I know you love Nok Chua. Some others, they prefer Lian Li, or they prefer some other brands. Be Quiet. I don't know. So many brands of fans, so they can purchase a non-fan, install their own.
Wait, so Flow, non-Flow, just included fans?
Yeah, fans and don't have fans.
Same tempered glass panels covering both the front and side?
Yes, yes. Okay. Exactly.
Okay.
So they have black and white. The one we have here is the white edition because I think white edition is easier to showcase, so you can see everything.
The whole installation process surprisingly good because this case is very modular in a way and also very spacious. It is an ATX motherboard here, full-size standard ATX.
Yes.
And it extends all the way to behind the angled fan here.
Yeah, basically they take up like almost 90% of the height. Almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like here.
Yeah.
And then you have some extra gap for your AIO cooler, which is actually quite good. But also this part can be removed as well for easy installation, or if you want to attach the CPU EPS cable. So in a way, very modular. The angled fan can also be removed very easily. So I think some screws at the
screws here. For the bottom one, it's much more easier. I think only 2 screws.
Yeah, then the whole thing can pop up. Same goes to the power supply.
They have a separate bracket for it.
Yes, this bracket, you can just take out these 2 screws and then the whole thing tilts backwards, lift it up, the whole thing can be taken out. You have to take out this bracket to install a power supply. So you can see this screw here is hidden behind this bar. So yes, take out these 2 screws, take out the bracket, install it, then do this back.
For some, they might think having a bracket is a lot more finicky because they need to take out another one. But ideally, I mean, when you have the bracket installed to your component and then having this like only 2 screws securing everything, it's much more easier. Especially if you look at the top fan bracket or AIO radiator bracket. Just now we experienced so many hiccups when trying to plug in the cables.
Yes.
But by just removing the top bracket, we can easily access.
Yes, but this one you have to take out 2 screws, 3 screws?
Actually 5. 1 in the middle and 2 back and 2 at the front. So you can see there's 2 here. There's another 2 at the front there.
1 at the middle,
and the middle here.
So yes, you have to keep note of all the screws, but overall very modular.
Yeah.
And one of the most modular part that I like is actually this bottom part here.
Oh yeah, this bottom part.
That was originally the I/O panel, but
I mean we just relocate it to the top.
Lian Li, with their infinite wisdom, made it modular, so you can just take out the I/O.
I mean
the entire panel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Depending on your setup, really.
So for me, I personally put my PC on the floor. Actually, not on the floor. I put it on the platform with wheels. So it's not actually on the floor. So with that platform means that I would prefer I/O ports at the top for easy access.
Same.
So this would make it a lot better. If you put your PC on your desk, then at the front would be better.
For the cable management, as you can see, they have like all these rubber flaps coming out from here. Basically, it's just for you to route the cable coming from the back to your motherboard. We have plenty of space for all your cable management. We removed the 2 hard disk cage here because I already ditched spinning drive inside my PC. NAS for life.
Yes.
So they have this piece of metal. Actually, you can also mount 2.5-inch drives on here.
Yeah, it's
And
on the other side.
yeah.
Yes.
They also double as cable hider thing.
Mm-hmm. And also to provide structure.
Yeah, structural rigidity to it.
And this case also supports back connect motherboards.
Yeah.
So if you have the newer ones, then you don't have to worry about all these cables. Just connect your cables directly.
If you can see from here, you can see all the cutouts are ready to support the so-called next generation motherboards.
Okay, I also want to talk about some of the accessories included in the box.
Oh, just now we forgot to mention we actually changed the fans. The included 2 fans, these reverse blade fans.
They are not RGB.
I mean, they are all non-RGB. 5 of them, they are non-RGBs. Just so happened that we have 2 units of these Lian Li Uni Fan TL wireless 120, and they are white color. So
and also reverse blade.
Also reverse blade.
All of the fans included in this case are reverse blades.
So I just got them to install here.
Yeah, because this guy wants RGB. So,
Yes,
okay.
I want RGB. If I have more reverse blade fans, I would change them too.
We do have this.
This one is the SL Infinity I use for the radiator cooling. Yeah, right now it's radiator.
GPU mount. I want to talk about that. You see here.
Yes. For normal
we need a close-up on this thing.
normal GPU orientation, you can use this GPU support.
Yes, and this support, you can move it a bit more forward or backward with these screws here.
Yeah.
So depending on how long your GPU is, it can adapt to that as well.
Yeah.
Alongside with the height. So both lateral and vertical adjustments are here.
If you plan to use vertical GPU, of course they also included this, what do you call this?
PCI
Adapter. The PCI slot adapter thing.
Yes.
So that you can change your orientation.
Change it to like this.
Yeah, so that you can mount your GPU vertically.
Yes, and then they also have the support. So this thing is brilliant, okay? How do I...
Basically, you just slide it. They have a different position.
Yeah.
Just imagine like this. Now how you do it is, you have your fan here, right? Then you just install it directly.
The screw holes adapt to this.
Yes.
The fan screw hole. So you see your fans will screw in from the bottom, then the top, you just screw into this bracket, and then your GPU can sit here. And you can also move this thing forward and backward depending on how wide the GPU
how
is.
tall and everything. I mean, there's a lot of way for you to adapt, to adjust the angle and everything.
Yes, this thing is actually very brilliant. So it's another way of adapting how the users want to use it. And then we also have fan filters as well.
Oh. Speaking of fan filters, just now, the bottom ones, you have the fan filters.
Go from the back.
Yeah.
Which is quite unfortunate because it eats up a lot of space.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind if they have the front removal or from the side.
I think the side would be a bit difficult.
Side a bit difficult because they are slanted like 10 degrees.
The front would be okay.
Front is much more easier to maintain. Otherwise, I have to like turn around just to pull out it because you need extra space. That length of space just to remove it.
That's why I put my PC on a platform with wheels. Just wheel it out, rip it out, done.
So the panels, again, top panel.
With the mesh as well. I don't think this is removable.
Yeah, the dust filter, don't think so. But
these screws, you do not remove them because they're actually for alignment.
Yeah, they just align to the holes.
Yeah, so what you do is you put in, the screws will...
I mean, you just have to align them and push it.
Then you use the thumb screw.
Captive thumb screws.
Thumb screws are a bit excessive, I would say, but they're
fancy.
Fancy. There we go, done. The thumb screws also have a rubber padding, so when you screw it with much torque, then it wouldn't scratch your case. So very nice touch from Lian Li.
The front panel glass.
Front. So for the front, what you do is
they basically just slide in the bottom and then the top pops in.
a bit dangerous in my opinion.
Yes, I kind of worried.
Yeah, so you see, it only uses the hooks at the bottom,
The hooks
at the bottom,
hooks at the bottom here.
and then pegs at the top.
Pegs.
One peg and then two for alignment.
Yes.
This is a bit
They have
dangerous.
a magnet, very strong magnet here.
Oh. And they also included silicone. I don't know if this is only for shipping.
I think this is for shipping only. Once we complete everything, then we can peel off, remove the silicone.
In a way, still very considerate because usually when you have glass meeting glass at such a 45-degree angle, very dangerous.
And then this is the back metal panel. So can we actually remove the fan filter?
I don't think so.
No.
Seems like you can, but
Yeah,
again, you
but-
cannot. Quite unfortunate unless you bring the whole thing to wash. Rear panel, you can
Rear
see.
panel.
One big cutout for your...
Yeah, they actually have a slightly bulged up mesh, because if you look from this angle, you can see the power supply is actually slightly
Yeah, it pops
outwards.
out.
So
Yeah.
do they have thumb screws to screw in the back?
No.
No. So,
So-
basically just pegs and latch.
The pegs are made out of metal this time. So you should take a look at this. You remember front glass is using plastic for pegs, but this one, metal.
Okay.
So it's actually very strong, so I'm not worried about it popping it off.
Yeah. So basically there's no separate filter for the power supply, but there's a filter for this.
Yes. The glass. Yes.
the
This
main
one
glass.
has a combination of hooks, pegs, and magnet. So goes
Yep.
like this, and then there is a thumb screw at the back. And that holds the whole thing in place. Oh, the glass might look a bit hazy because the protector, we have not pulled it out yet.
So yeah.
This is the entire case, the O11 Dynamic Mini V2 Flow.
Yes, you got the name right.
Is
I
the
mean-
sequence correct?
That also means the idea behind the naming scheme also make a bit sense. So
Yes.
yeah.
So yeah, the whole case, as you can see, it's short, a bit wide, but that is to be expected because power supply goes to the back. And because of this dual chamber design, the cable management a lot easier compared
Yes.
to what we had before with those standard ATX cases.
The modular design, the flexibility when it comes to adjusting the components and everything, like brackets and everything else, I love it. Yeah.
The
that's-
cable management, you actually have a lot more hoops behind, so you can
Yeah.
see
They have provided all the
1,
Velcro
2,
straps.
3, 4, and then there you have 2 more, or 1 more, I forgot, but yes. The way they cut out the back panel here is actually very nice because you only have a power supply hole,
Perforation for the power supply.
yeah, and then
intake.
everything else is hidden when you
Yeah,
put it like
when
this.
you put it like this. Yeah.
So you only got the fan with direct air intake. That's it. What's the price?
Okay, so the price for this Flow White is $99 US.
Not that
Okay,
expensive.
$100 US.
Yeah.
And the non-flow without the fans is $89 US. Basically $10 cheaper for 5 less fans.
$10 for 5 fans is a very good deal.
I think yes, you should go for the flow.
You should go for the flow. Even though if you don't use the fan, you could have repurposed it for
I mean,
something else.
you can repurpose it for your other projects. Otherwise, for those who are building this kind of PC first time, just get the Flow version. So that's all we want to share with you guys, our building experience with the new Lian Li O11 Dynamic Mini V2 Flow. If you guys have any questions about this case, you can leave it down in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Yay!